1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey everybody! Wispa's back. We're going to do a little bit of Lord of the Rings Online today. I tried to do a little bit of it yesterday, but I had to help a friend out with a little bit of emulation work. Something to look forward to later, hopefully. As they go for pretty much their very first stream. I'm hoping that they'll come along today and I'm going to introduce them. This person's a member of iGame Online as well as a member of iGame Online's senior administrators, so let's try and turn this sound just down just a little bit. Master volume, just turn you down just a touch, take it down to about 10. There we go, accept that. Hopefully they'll be along very shortly. Well, hopefully if they're not watching this, then I'm sure they'll be along very shortly. I'm going to take them through how to do some streaming and how to run their very first stream, and I'm hoping you guys will come along and actually help me and support them. Very good friend of mine, and she's going to be streaming some interesting gameplay in the future. Let's get into it. I don't know where I left off. I was somewhere in Rohan. Not quite in the walled area, but heading towards that way. Here we go. Last time I remember we were somewhere north of Ilion. Now Ilion's on the map, but it's not exactly labelled in Lord of the Rings Online. You guys want to talk about some streaming? You want to talk about some streaming? Talk about some Lord of the Rings lore, or if you want to ask any questions about people, places, objects, and times and events and things like that, then feel free. Chop them up there in the chat, and I'll try and do my best to try and bring you some background information on the world of J.R.R. Tolkien. Anybody started reading his latest book of Burian and Luthien? Please let me know what you think of it. Always interested in that kind of stuff, guys. I haven't quite started reading it myself yet. I'm hoping a few of the members of the community will be reading it very shortly and be giving their views and opinions of it. Here we are. We are in... It looks like it's night time. Where the hell am I? Oh, we left off. That's where we left off. We left off at Bag End. It's night time at Bag End. I think we'll set some fireworks off. I've got to get rid of these fireworks, so let's get shot of them. Let's set some fireworks off. Let's zoom all the way out, Wispa. That's it. Oh, look at it illuminating. Isn't that nice? Casting the shadows across. Yeah. Set some fireworks off. Anybody watching in this direction? If you're on the US Brandywine server and you see some fireworks going off a Bag End, it's me. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that nice? Right, let's do our daily roulette. Haven't done this for a while. Looks like we've got some pieces of like biscuits. Some biscuits, they always come in handy. I'm waiting for all these to disappear. Remember, I got all these what do you call them? Like quest items last time, didn't I, guys? So I need to get shot of those. I'll eat a sausage. I'll have a sausage. There we go. I'll have a pie. And it looks like we're going to be on for a little while today, guys. So I think we'll do is we'll kick off with my spell booster thing. Isn't that lovely? Let's just zoom in a little bit so I get some more details. I pan around. Oh, we're in a bush. We're at Bag End. There we are. I'm going to climb right on top of the hill. I'm going to set some fireworks off in the middle of the night. Here we are. This will wake the neighbours up, won't it? Let's see. Can I? Bag End. Under the tree. There we go. He seems like to be a good spot. Can I get any higher? I want to be able to... Can I see all the way there? I know there's this, like, kind of... There we are. Right up. This looks like it's the highest point. For, like, miles around. Yeah, here we go. Let's set some fireworks off up here. If you can see them, if you're on the US Brandywine server and you're looking in this direction, you're watching the stream, let me know if you can see them. Let's set a yellow one off. Oh, wrong way again, Wispa. There we go. There we go. Let's pan this around. There we go. Let me know if you see those fireworks being set off at the top of Bag End. Just past the tree. Be interesting if you can see those things, yeah? There we are. Oh, there's a high one. Let me know if you see those. I'm going to set a couple of more of these off. I need to get rid of them. They're taking... Oh, right click, Whisper, that's it, right. Taking up some space in my... in my inventory, and I need to get shot of it all. There we are. Let's set some... No control on these things. They just go where they feel like it. Yep, let's get rid of another yellow one. I've only got two groups. I got rid of all my other ones. I've only got purple and yellow ones left. So if you see any purple yellow fireworks going off over the top of Bag End, yeah, don't worry, it's only Nostriel firing up into the sky there. There we go. Let's fire, so that's it. Let's get rid of those. Okay, let's see what we've got to do. We got to do today is we're going to have to make it all the way back to the Rohan area again. So it's across to Breeland, and then we'll go through the lowlands, then we're going to go through the Troll Shores, and then we're going to head down into Egrion, following the river south. And then we're going to go into... No, we'll go through Moria. All the way through... Thank God it's only a straight road. Through Moria. Down past the Morimere, and then through Lothlorien, down to the Great River. And I think we were down in this area last time I checked. Last time I checked, we were down in this area, just across the Brownlands. We're going down into East Rohan now, and I'm looking to see if there's any quests I need to do in this area. It looks like I do, I just can't seem to find out where they are. There's the walled area as well to explore. Oh my god. Is it? Let's see, I'm trying to work out where we are. Oh, I got one right there. One right there, that's cool. It looks like I got two there actually. Looks like they're just overlapping. So we're going to warp ourselves all the way over there. So bye bye to Bag End for the moment. And let's go and see if we can speed travel. We can speed travel. Where's speed travel? Where am I at? Where am I going? It was this one here. It looks like the two statues, the statues of friendship. There we are. Return you and your fellowship to Stangard. Stangard in Rohan. Let's go there, shall we? Let's just warp our way there. It's gonna be nighttime when we get there, so there's gonna be a few things to take out. I've got an awful lot of deeds to do, guys. I'm not joking. I have got a mountain of deeds to do. I'm hoping there's going to a couple of people are going to come on and give me a hand with these deeds, because the deed numbers seem to have, the deed quarters seem to have just really shot up. Oh, it's a really hot day. Well, it's not kind of. It's cooler than what it was yesterday in the UK. Yesterday we was really hot, and if you're way down the south of the UK towards London, the south coast area, you're probably going to see temperatures in around about the 30s to 34 degrees centigrade. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but I know it's hot. It's very hot. This is Stangard. Stangard is a Rohan place. Let's just bring up the map and show you exactly where we are. This is Stangard. It's a lovely picture of Stangard. I love these artistic drawings. I've got some different routes to the Great River. Well, several I would say. I've got a couple of quests I need to pick up. Looks like I can... Hungry men, hungry horses, sorry. Search the food store stacks for rations to give out. I need 4 of them. Okay, right. Are they... Is it in this doorway? No, it's the jail. But I can go to the jail! Awesome! Okay, I've discovered the lock house. That's good. Here's some food stores. Let's get them. No, pick them up. Pick them up, Australia. That's it. Yes, pick them up. Let's just make sure there's none being left inside. They tend not to leave food in the jail. Well, in the jail cell, I would say. Look at the detail on the lock. It's really cool, isn't it? It's like kind of like a skull with a dagger going through it. And, that's locked. Oh, damn! I need a key. Oh, there's a food store. I need that one. It's a bag of food. I don't need. I need 4. Okay, so there's 2. There's one around the corner. I can see it. There might be one upstairs as well. None around here. Can I open this one? Oh, I can open this one. There we go. Any here? Not much of a way of a cell, is there? At least they got a table, a chair, and a bucket. There's a food store. Let's grab that one. There we go. Grab that one. Let's look in this. Bunk beds! Yay! Cellmates! Let's check up the stairs. Ah, there's the last one. That's it. So let's go to that one. Looks like, looks like some kind of guard sleeping area. Let's just get down from up here and just drop, I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's warm today. It's really warm today. Although the further north you are in the UK, it has cooled down a little bit, quite a lot, considerably. Let's stand my keyboard up here. Let's get that sorted. Back outside. Let's hand these food sacks in, and that's one less to take care of. Where do I take them? So I could take them in this direction. Okay, so let's shove the chicken. Right, the way chicken. That's it. Your healer's here. It looks like there was something there just for a second, and then it disappeared. Ah, it might be this townsperson. Maybe if he stops... No, no, it was there again. It was there for a second, then it disappeared. Just for a second on the map. There it is again. Okay, the dogs here are surprisingly well tended compared with the rest of Stangard. Oh, there you go. Ah, there's some stolen rations. I want them. Thank you. Just have a look around. Anything else in here? Nice bit of music. Okay, so we've got our stolen rations. It looks like... Is there something else? Just who's this?
What brings you to these lands?
Awful looks shocked as you show him the rations you recovered from his home. I am discovered. Are you going to turn me in Nostriel? That is just, but I wish to tell you why I did it and ask for your help if I am thrown into the lockhouse. I've been in the lockhouse, it's not that bad. If I do not steal, the dogs will starve. As their keeper, I cannot let that happen. I gave them my own food, but it is not enough. I try to make sure I do not take too much from the other men when I steal, but I fear we all go so hungry. Tell, I am sorry, will you? Okay. Gotta find the constable. Where's the constable? It's dark again, it's bright outside, so I'm gonna start walking into walls. Which is what Wispa tends to do an awful lot of when he can't see the screen properly. I think I'm gonna have to run around this way and take the high road. Here we are. Let's just take a shortcut up here. Nobody will mind. There we go. Make our way up into the town. I think I can go around this corner here and drop back down into it without too much difficulty. Ah, here we are. Here's a whole load of rings and quests all over the place. I've got to feed the horses. Oh, I get it now. That's yours done. That's 1, 2. Feed that horse. 3, and the last one, there we go, is for... Well done. Right, now I've got to talk to the horse keeper. Hungry men, hungry horses. I've got to take the rations to everybody else. Fantastic. I'm just going to run down here, see if there's anything down here I need to do. And I think mine is going to be up there. So let's head back up to the next level of the town. Just run past you, buddy. That's it. Yep, just let me around this corner. There we go. Looks like we're going up to the meat house. Ah, there's a guy just stood outside the meat house. I can see him waiting. Let's go and talk to you. Wait. Broken laws. We've got 2 quests to hand in. You explained that an Othwal was using food to feed the dogs of Stangard who would starve without his help. I have noticed that he does show particular kindness to these dogs. There was once a time when we had enough food, enough for all, sparse that there was, but nobody thinks of the dogs anymore. I will keep the incident secret, and even share some of my food with the beasts, provided it does not steal any more. Oh, that's you, Fed. Oh, hey, we went up 11. We got 3 more tokens. Got no clue what I'm going to spend these tokens on, but we're going to collect them all the same. Let's see, did we... A legendary item went up. That's usually the case. Let's see... is it inside here? There might be a couple inside here. Let's just double check. Will I get a drink? Hmm. Doesn't look as if there's any quest to hand in here, so let's back outside again. Let's do a little bit of running around and see what we have to... do a few quests out here. Okay. Oh, okay. None of those. Am I missing one? Is he above us or something? Okay, that might not be here. Let's check the map and let's see where we've got to go. Yeah, it looks like we've got a couple. Oh, we're a few over the far side. So what we'll do is we'll run back down here. Make our way to the other side of Stangard. Go just sidestep here. There we go. Get out that person's way. That's it. Just don't mind me. I'm just running past here. Turn our buffs on. God, I can't forget. We got to turn our buffs on, don't we? That's it. We'll have one of the dogs out today. We'll have the doggy out. There we go. There's my doggy. Fang. There seems to like dogs around this place, so you can seem to blend in. Hey, see, look, I'm one of you guys. Says no, an elf. I'm a Rohan elf. Okay, gotta go back and speak to the guy who has the dogs. Let's just run down here out the way. There he is there. Alright, I've spoken to him.
Our mission is dire.
There are fewer rations than ever. I'll get you some rations. Don't you fret. I'll get you some rations. Beasts at the door. I guess I can do that one as well. Just gonna make sure I'm in the right areas. Check the map again. Ah, it looks like I might have a one in here somewhere, maybe? I'm gonna have a look in here just to be sure. Nope, there's nobody up here. Where are we at here? I was a little bit further out of town. Okay, it's just a little bit further out of town. So let's go outside, out of town just a little way. No, should we just do the gate? I think I'll probably miss something somewhere along the lines. Let's concentrate on the other ones for the moment, because that might be him that I'm actually locked onto. Oh, I prefer watchtower duty. Oh, okay, right. Watchtower duties. Here we go. Right, have I got to do it at every watchtower, or do I just do it 3 times at one? This is a good vantage point. Yeah. Look out! Anything coming? I see nothing noteworthy. I'm gonna have to find another watchtower. So let's go and see where's the next watchtower. It's down here. There's one on either side of this gate, main gate. This is a good vantage point. Have a look out there and just have a quick look. Can't see anything. No, no, nothing here. Okay, right, back down to the next one. Where's the gate going? There it is. There's the door. Down the top door, back down to the bottom. Okay, there's another watchtower further just down here on the left-hand side. Let's see if I can find it, and we'll do a little bit of watch from there as well. Here it is here, I think. Yeah. Ah, here's the watchtower. The watchtower. Can I get inside there? Can't. This is a good vantage point. Anybody up here to say hi to? No. Oh well, never mind. Let's look out this way. This is the way facing east. Far in the distance, you notice rocky channels swarming with vile worms. That's one done. So I've got to go up nearly every watchtower. Wow, okay. Watchtower duties. Oh, looks like there's something I need to do down here. Who are you? Do you need your Wada? Oh, gotta bring some rations to him. Here you go, Wada.
Brings you to these lands.
Wada is unhappy with the quantity of the food. I'm not surprised. With the quality and quantity, probably. Any more watchtowers around here? There's one round the back of one of these buildings. See if I can get around the back of it. Here, see if I can get down the side of here. There's a watchtower. This is a good vantage point. I'm looking. What can I see? Too near stand guard. You see a den of vile slavering dogs preying on some. There you go. Preying upon the land. Okay, looks like we've got some. Where's the way down? There it is. Got some stray dog pack ravaging the land. Hopefully it will be daytime soon. You guys will be able to see a bit more of stand guard during the daytime. It's a very authentic Rohan, Norse, Anglo-Saxon kind of pre-Norman village, I would guess, in appearance. Looks very, very, as you would imagine in these Renaissance reenactment centres that dotted around the place. Looks like I've got a watchtower right to the north I've got enough to use. Let's take it this way. Past the campsite. I'll go past the provisioner. Past the dog kennels. Let's make it just up this bank. Going up the bank, up the bank, up the bank, up the bank, up the bank. That is a watchtower, but I can't climb into it. Seems to be like a central one. And maybe a communications tower rather than a actual watchtower. Let's go along the northern route here. Something in here, the tavern. Maybe one of those people I'm supposed to give food to. I'm guessing. Let's just have a look around. Oh, no spots. Anyone here? Anyone? Hello? No? Kind of like a dining hall of some sort. There's a bard. No, I think it's more like a quest center kind of thing. For a tavern, it's very barren, it's very empty. Where's the watchtower at? Looks like it might be up this hill. Is that the watchtower? Sabbat's house. Don't think we need to be in here. Oh, there's the watchtower. Goes up here to the watchtower. There we go. This is a good vantage point. Let's look north. Oh, go bloody hell. Well, there was a glitch in the graphics there, guys. No doubt about that. I fell from the watchtower. Quite literally. So much for health and safety in a handrail. I think I'm going to have to walk all the way around now to try and get back in. It's just sneaky around the wall because these are very, very high. Cliffs. Not the best way to go about it. I injured myself, huh? No kidding. Fell out the watchtower. Go back and see the captain and say, hey, you fell out the watchtower. Oh, for good lord. Can I kill some of these? I might as well shoot some of these while I'm here. Bye bye. Somebody wanted to sell some rangers. Crafting journals. I don't think I can acquire those yet. I think they're way off in the lands of Mordor. Oh, come on, I must be able to get out of here somehow. Is there a way out? Yes, here we go. Let's back up to the main gate. Can I get back up to the main gate? Yes, it looks like I can. Let's try that watchtower again. Looks like we have to go through somebody's house to actually get to the watchtower. This time I'll try and not fall out the window. There we go. Yes, there's definitely something in there. I'll come back to that. Okay. So into Sherbert's house. Through Sherbert's living room. To the watchtower. This time I'll try and stay in one. I'll look this way. Shall I look this way? Yeah, look this way. Okay, let's do watch. In the hills, you see orcs, more orcs roaming the land as if they own them. So that one's complete. Where's the way down? This time we've taken the door without falling out the window. So that's my watch duties done. There's definitely a quest in there somewhere, but I'm not too sure where it is. Let's go and speak to these people again because I want to see what I can get. I've got a lot of tokens. I want to see what I can trade for. I've got 197 silver ones and 17 gold ones, so I must be able to get something decent, you would think, wouldn't you? I get a nice banner. Oh, I did get the return to Stangard, which is quite useful. Let's have a look at these and see if there's anything that raises my agility. Probably not. But you never know. We might come across something. Let's have a look. 88 agility. Agility, that's a lot in agility. What am I talking? 88 agility. We'll have that. Thank you. 88 agility as well. What is it? A ring? It's an earring. Earring. I'm gonna get 2 of them. I'm gonna be greedy. Shield of Stangard, which can go on the wall of the house. Everything else I can't get. Yep, absolutely can't get whatsoever. I need to be kindred with the riders, and I ain't going to be kindred for the riders for a little while anyway. So let's swap some gear around, because I did get some cool stuff there. So the necklace. I've got 2 earrings. There's one. There's the other one, and that puts me to 1,569 agility. That ain't too bad. That ain't too shoddy, is it? That's pretty good. The rest I can sell. I can't really trade them because they're unique and they're actually bound to me, so I can't really give them away either. Okay. Let's go and speak to you and see what you've got.
I am sure we can be of mutual service to one another.
Yeah, we can be of mutual service to one another. I just need to know if I can actually get something off you. Let's have a look. The warrior ring, that's got an agility of 61, not as good as I wanted. Have I got... Oh, the tactician's one. No. The huntsman's one. The one I've got is actually better. Oh, no, that one's better. Look at that, 122. I need... what do I need for this? I need to be a friend status with the heroes of Limelight Gorge. Oh, no, it means I'm going to have to do some Limelight Gorge stuff, doesn't it? But that's 120. What did I say it was? That's 100. No, it's 122 might. I need 122 agility. That's a lot. That is a massive amount. If I get 2 of those, I'll be like, yeah, that's going to contribute a load of agility for me. Limelight Gorge. I got no rating with Limelight Gorge. So I don't even know why I'm looking. Recipes. Did I get the recipes? I think I got the recipes. Did I get these? I can't remember if I got these. Did I get some of these? Requires friend status. What did I get? This is the Great River Bow recipe. I can make that. Great River Crossbow, I can make that. Great River Hammer and the Great River Club. I think I got those. I think I got those ones. Let's just double check. But Woodworker. I did get an awful lot of stuff. I need Bow of the Rider. That's a nice. Is that a nice bow? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not as good as my Great River one. I think I'm okay in that respect. I think I'm okay for recipes. Okay, let's go off and finish some of these quests and get rid of some of this gear. I've raised my agility by at least 100. That's not too bad. KE1 Games, welcome to the chat. I do have a chat on a separate monitor. I do occasionally forget to look at it. So usually I have an admin on who kind of watches it for me. I started Lord of the Rings Online back when it launched in 2007. It's 10 years ago. Lord of the Rings Online's been going for 10 years and it's still going strong. Played it for 5 years, then stopped. Is PvMP dead? Player versus monster player dead? I don't think so. I don't do an awful lot of monster play. I have. Where's my bags? I have done a little bit of it. Let me just put this in the middle of the screen so you guys can see it. And I do have 40 commendations for monster play, which shows you pretty much that's how I started. You can, if you want to, you can play as the monsters, yes, and you can get sent on campaigns. I think you have to do like a tutorial area, a bit like Lord of the Rings Online when you start actually playing. You do a little tutorial area. You do start level 100, so you do have a fighting chance against marauding groups of like adventurers, because it seems to be the number of adventurers to monsters is outnumbered by about 10 to 1. So you start automatically as a reward, kind of an incentive, for playing a monster. You start at level 100. You do get a choice of what monster you want to be. Now, I understand that you can be a goblin, an orc, a troll, or a spider to begin with, but later on you can actually unlock other creatures and races and things like that you can play as. And you do have your own quests. You do have your own missions and errands and stuff like that, and you do win commendations for it. You don't win money as such, but you win commendations. You can trade those commendations in for rewards and for armor and for power-ups and stuff like that. And you do occasionally can go adventuring off and run into some adventurers. You do go ring off into as some adventurers kind of thing. Yes, it is pretty cool. But if it's dead, I can't really comment on it because I don't. It's nothing that I don't play. Where am I going? I gotta go back out here. It's something that I don't do, but it's something if you want to get into, if you want to try that sort of thing. I'm completely lost. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going now. Help feed rations to the men. Help by performing long overdue watchtower duties. I did that one. If you've been playing for Lord of the Rings Online and you played for 5 years and stopped, that'll have taken you up to 2012-ish. And 2012 is when we pretty much had the switch over from Final Fantasy 14 version 1 to Final Fantasy version Realm Reborn version 2. And a lot of other MMOs came out around about that time as well, between 2012 and 2014. So I can understand why people stopped playing. But if you do want to get back into it, the area has been greatly expanded. The game has been expanded, and it still is not finished. We're still waiting for a good chunk of the... where am I heading? Oh, down here. I was wondering where I was heading there. I need to head down this way. A good chunk of the Mordor expansion pack to drop on us. It is coming. Well, it has come. Part of it, the start of it has already begun. You stopped due to time? Yeah, I like to stream at least once a week. I've been streaming for on and off for a year or so, but I haven't actually started streaming properly. I would say properly. Only since September. Only since September, when I started doing Lord of the Rings Online, and it's not the kind of game that I went for, because I am a big Tolkien fan. I am a big lore gatherer kind of thing, and of Tolkien lore mythology, going all the way back to the 80s, going all the way back to the 80s with Middle Earth Roleplay, the MERP series by Iron Crown Enterprises, and I really got hooked on that as a teenager. Let's hand this in. Oh, hand two in. Good.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
More tokens. That replaces the ones that I just spent.
Mission is dire.
Um,
Will you aid the Horse
and what I
Lords?
found is that people who like watching me play Lord of the Rings online were asking questions, and I could then use that uh, font of knowledge. Can I do this question? Yes, I can. And oh, I've got to travel now. Okay, we'll do this one. Use that font of knowledge, and then I kind of like answered some of the questions and bring a little bit more of the outside lore, the obscure lore, back into Lord of the Rings Online. And a lot of my viewers and listeners kind of like that kind of stuff, and ask a lot of questions and follow me in that respect. Lord of the Rings Online is not the only thing I stream. I stream a lot of other stuff as well, and I help a lot of our community, the iGame Online community, get online with their streaming if it's the first time streaming and they need some advice, or if they need some help or assistance on setting up all the flashy overlay and graphics and stuff like that kind of stuff, and basically just point them in the right direction. Then that's predominantly my job. I also do a little bit of CGI modeling and a little bit more inventiveness with streams and things. Don't necessarily always do games. Have I got rid of all this stuff yet? Oh, it looks like I can take that hide. Hide's useful. Let's talk to you. Come, Nostrial. Perhaps, hearing of our necessary hardships from a stranger will make them realize, oh, I've got to sit in council. Oh, okay, come on then. Where we going? This way? Take me to your leader. Oh. Stranrik will... Oh, we're going this way now. Come on then, let's go over here and let's sit down. I've crashed into a tapestry. Okay, I'm going to stand here. I'm going to listen to these dudes. But if you want to get back into Lord of the Rings and you want a community to join, I'm playing Nostrial. Nostrial on that. Oh, I can't see what I'm saying because I'm too far back. I'm actually stood on the steps in front of him. That's not pretty good. I'm playing Nostrial on the US Brandywine server. It is probably the third most populated server. You can get on. It's very quiet, it's very stable, and seems to run. And the people on here are very, very friendly. And many of them have created items and sent them through to me, and helped me in raids and in dungeons and in quests and things like that, where I've getting stuck and they've given me advice. And if you want to get back into it and you want to hang out and be part of these streams or just get a shout out, then let us know. Drop us a message. I'm playing Nostriel in the US Brandywine, or you can email me directly at whisper-gameonline.net and we'll get you joined up. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Listens calmly as you share your expressions. You got 2 characters on Brandywine. Cool, that's nice. You're probably well ahead of me if you have been playing since 2007. You stopped at 2012-ish. You're probably well ahead of me. I have 2 characters. I have this one, which is level 81, and I have another character which is just starting out and it's around about level 20. Yes, Nostriel, everything you say is true. Perhaps there is something that can be done. Let us all speak our minds. Let us all be frank. Is he talking? Oh, here we go. Standguard has a growing diet. The men are so hungry they cannot perform their duties. They are overworked. Overworked and underfed. That's never a good thing, is it? Our lands are so carefully patrolled. Have been allowed to be. It is true. Our hunting parties do not return, and our food stores dwindle alarmingly. Life has always a struggle here, but never so dire as now. So what you really mean? Do not mince your words for my benefit. Envoy of the king.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Nay, do not interrupt, Nostriel. I am waiting to finish his thoughts. You were saying, Gada. Gada. Things are worse now since what? What has changed in the way of things?
iGameOnline.net. Sign up and start your free game or cosplay community today.
There we go. Thank you for the follow. A little announcement there is our website announcer, Iona, our iGame Online avatar. Just reminding you that you can join iGameOnline.net, and when you do join, you can create your own community in there, manage it and admin it, and there's forums and bulletin boards and activity walls and all that kind of stuff which you can freely go along and use. If you're not happy with Lord of the Rings Online, you want to see some of our other content as well, we do run a few shows. We do a lot of media content which is free to listen to and free to access and free to watch from iGame Online or from our YouTube channel. And if Lord of the Rings is your thing, don't forget we have 100 episodes, each one of them around 1 to 2 hours long, a radio show of Middle-earth roleplay acted out by our adventurers, Estelle Fair, Theod, I was going to say Theodore Medwin, but I think it's Theodon Medwin, Zabi, and Dylan Truss. And they are currently on an adventure coinciding with the Fellowship of the Ring. And it's a great little radio show you want to listen to, all acted out with sound effects and music. And if you want to go ahead and you want to listen to that, you can listen to it directly on iGame Online. If you want the audio version, just click on Tabletop MERP. Or if you want to go and listen to it or watch it, watch stroke listen I would say, you can go along and you can do that on our YouTube channel. Very popular. I get a lot of real nice comments about our radio show. Several of them are saying, please do not stop uploading these. They are very funny and they're very, very interesting to listen to. Please keep posting them. We've posted 100. We've posted 100 over the last year, so we work really, really hard and really, really busy, guys. And we only have a few left. I'm sorry to say that we only have a few left. So if you want to go ahead and you want to get caught up, that's over 200 hours worth of Middle-earth adventure being acted out like a story. Very, very, all improv, all completely improv, so some of it can be very, very, very funny. Using the MERP, or the Middle-earth Roleplay Iron Crown Enterprises first edition from 1984 tabletop RPG gaming system. And stick around because there will be some more news about that coming over the summer. Which will excite an awful lot of our listeners. Over 30,000 minutes worth has been listened to over the last year. Over 30,000 minutes worth has been listened or watched on YouTube only, not counting the iGame Online. I don't know. I can probably take twice as many as that. So that's nearly 100,000 minutes worth. It's very, very popular. I got lots of messages asking what's happening with the characters. Why did they choose to do this? Are they ever going to go to this place? Are they ever going to see this person or meet this person? Can we have more in this scene and that setting? And the guys really, really enjoy it. So stick around. We do have our 100 episode questions and answer sessions of Middle-earth Roleplay coming this Saturday. It'll be recorded this Saturday. So if you have any questions about our adventurers, or questions for me, the Games Master, or questions about the story itself, or even your theories or your thoughts about it, then please make sure you get them in before Saturday, before we do the recording. We have hundreds of questions already. We're only going to include up to and including episode 100. When I can't tell you, we're not going to give you any spoilers and tell you what happens after episode 100 or what happens at the end of the story. And you'll have to wait for that. But the end of the story will be coming out over the next month. They've all been recorded and they've all been edited, and it's going to be a very surprising ending. So please look forward to that. And again, once again, listen out for some more Middle-earth roleplay news coming out over the summer. If tabletop is your thing, then you also want to check out our Dragonlance series, which is actually getting recorded tonight. It's getting recorded live on Twitch tonight at approximately 7 PM British Summer Time. And if you want to see the guys all in real time, doing a bit of tabletop Dungeons and Dragons in the world of the Dragonlance. That is continuing. We've only got 11 episodes recorded. They're all up there on YouTube if you want to do a quick catch up. They're not very long, only about an hour long each. They're very, very funny, very, very enjoyable. And if you want to follow the Dragonlance series or the Dragonlance saga, first written in 1984, then you're more than welcome to go along and freely listen or watch that kind of content also. So check out iGame Online. Every little click that we get on there is a big support towards us, and we can do a lot more content. We've got a lot more plans for the future, a lot more amazing content coming. Let's go on a little bit more with Lord of the Rings Online. So we've got Sithric here, who's the envoy of the king, King Theoden.
Brings you to these lands.
It is well that Stunnock sent that fool back to his post. Any more insolence and I would have been I have seen to it that he was imprisoned for his treacherous words. Keep out of this, Hunter. Whoa, that's a bit harsh, Hunter. You are not of the Rohirrim. I didn't get a choice when I started the game. And Stangard's affairs are no concern of yours. Fine. Somebody's asking for a beating, aren't they? Has warned you to keep out of our politics. Ooh. Yes. Oh, he's gone upstairs. I'm going to speak with. Alright. He's out of earshot. Right.
Our mission is dire.
Our hands are tied here in Australia. The king is not the man he once was. To defy him, even for a good reason, would not end well for me or my men. But I have an idea. You are not truly bound by our laws. Yay! Freelance. If you think of anything you would do to help us, that you have my blessing. That is all I will say on this matter. Right? And less you know, the better. He cannot imprison you, a guest, for any of your deeds in this land, as long as no crime is committed. Nope, it's alright, don't worry. I'll take care of it. Can I leave now? Bye-bye. Right. Undercover. I've got to do something, but I don't know what. Let's see. Ooh, guy outside. Right, you got any ideas?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
How frustrating. He represents the king's wishes. I have no desire to be a subject to Theoden any longer. Our king was once a great man, but now... Gotta give a quick glance around him, then lowers his voice. I must be careful. What I say... We'll wait for that townsman to walk away. Phew, he nearly overheard us there. From now on, I think sleepless men are everywhere. Can I choose something? What can I have? Nope. Nope. No. We'll take the tokens. Rack up their tokens. Did I get a reputation there? I'll go 500 points. I didn't go over level though. Damn. Okay. What else you got? Yes, I'll take that. Whispered permissions. Okay, we're going to go and do something. I don't know what we're going to do. A little bit of, like, espionage or something. Let's take a look at our map and see where we've got to raid off to. Oh, down here. I've got to speak to the horse guy. Give us a horse. Can he get... I need a horse. That's what I need. I came here looking for a horse, and I've done like 40 quests, and I still haven't found a horse yet. Can I... No. Must be down here. Well, there's some suppliers. I guess I could sell some stuff. Let's have that. Can I sell some rubbish?
We travel swiftly.
Repair everything first, because everything's usually broken. That's where Nostria goes. We'll loot them. And we'll sell... What can I sell? I need to sell a lot of stuff, don't I? I need to drop a lot of stuff in the actual guild house. That's what I need to do. I can sell all this jewellery now. Yay! That's free some space up. Nope. Lordy lordy. I'm going past the stableman. Do I need to speak to the stableman or do I... His ring's not the same colour as everybody else, so I'm going to...
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Yeah, done it now. Right. Where's the map at? He's useless. Right. Let's have a look at the map and see where I gotta go. Oh, big red thing outside. It's right there in front of me and I can't even see it. Big red thing outside on the ground. Looks like the sun's coming up. It's gonna be a nice day. There's Orion in the star constellation facing directly east, as it was described in Tolkien's world. Just to the southeast, there, see Orion the Hunter. Just to the southeast. Oh, there we are. There's the Pleiades, just above Nostriel's head. Yeah, perfect. It's those little bits of details like that, which is like, wow, that's just, it's amazing. I guess I gotta go out here and I gotta kill something. Ha!
The Rohirrim will need your
I'm picking quests up left, right, and center here, and I don't even know which ones I'm doing. It's getting really gonna get bogged down with quests. Right, it's out here somewhere. Do I need to kill something? Or oh, what's this? Goatee. Ah, I only need another 8 of these, so let's. Besides, they say they're running out of food. There you go. There's one. Rats. Can I kill a rat? No. What about the lizard things? Do they die? I don't need them. I can get the goat though. Let's get the goat. I don't let me shoot the goat. Oh, it did let me shoot the goat. Two goats down. Yay. Bit of a lag there. I've got to collect bundles of grass, it says. Bundles of grass. What the hell's the grass? Oh, I completely missed the grass. Alright, we're going back into the grass. Let's see if I can find some bundles of grass. What's that down there? It's a rat. I don't want a rat. Oh, there's a hound. Can I get them? Yep. I only need 6 of those. This is really going to reduce my deeds a lot. I just... Boom. Get down. Alright, I'm looking for grass. Ah, there's some glittering there in the distance. Let's have a look and see what that is. A clump of grass. That's what I need. I need 12 of them. Oh my god. Okay, 12 of them. Here we go. Get the goat as well. Come on. People need food. There we go. Get that clump of grass. Get that clump of grass as well. Let's even get all the grass before the sun comes up. There's a big clump of grass all the way over there. So we can grab that one. Oh, there's a one just up there. I just seen it. There it is. Oh, looks like we've got a few around here. Let's grab that one. Looks like we can get the grass and we can shoot some things. Don't go behind that rock. There we go. That's it. Some more goat. Can you eat lizard? Just leave the lizard alone. He's leaving me alone, so I'm going to leave him alone. Oh, there's lots of grass down here. Oh, looks like we're going to be fine. I've got 8, 9, 10. Looks like we've got enough. This will be the 10th one. And looks like this is going to be a number 11. Oh, looks like there's plenty of grass. There's at least 14, 15 clumps of grass down here, so that's... Looks like there's plenty for us here. There we are, got all the grass. Let's shoot a couple of more goats. I only need another 3. Shoot the goats. There we are, drop the goat. Get down, that's it. If you want to send me a message in game, you're more than welcome. I'm playing Nostriel, that's N-O-S-T-E-R-I-A-L. Nostriel in our map series is the daughter of Galadriel. Just to give you guys a little bit of a background in that. It's interesting if anybody's following the Shadow of Mordor or the Shadow of War video game series, or if you're playing it yourselves, you'd be interested to know that there's an expansion coming for it called the Blade of Gladriel. Actually, Nostriel is the Blade of Gladriel, although they seem to have changed that in the story somewhat. Nostriel is fictitious. She's not part of Tolkien's creation. However, she does play an interesting key role in the MERP series. That deed's done. Thank God for that. I've killed everything. Yes. That's good. I've still got a million deeds to do. Million deeds to do. Oh, please don't tell me that's another one. Oh, it would just be low drop points. Good. It looks like I've got a lot of these things to collect and do and all the rest of it, so I'm going to need a 10 low drop points for doing that. That's very good. If anybody's asking if I'm playing the paid version or VIP, I'm not. I'm playing the free-to-play version. Lord of the Rings Online is free to download and free to play via Steam, and you can play it pretty much nearly all the content by building up reward points for completing quests and completing deeds within the game. You will get things called Lord of the Rings Online or LOTRO points, tokens, and you can exchange those tokens and you collect them in abundance, usually in groups of 5, 10, 15 and 20. And when you have around about 200 or 300 of them, you can buy an expansion. You can actually purchase an expansion with your reward points. It's a great system. I love it. And I haven't, it's meant I haven't had to spend an awful lot of actual real cash on expansions or on, I think I'm going the right way. Yes, I am. On expansions or on quest packs and things like that. But you can venture the whole land. You can see everything in amazing detail, all the graphics. You will not be penalized for that if you're not a monthly subscriber, or if you're not a VIP or anything along those kind of lines. I need to go back and talk to these people again. I've got some grass for the horse now. Here we are. There's some grass. You have some grass as well. So get yourself get it downloaded, get it installed. It's quite a large download. It's quite a large game now. It's been out for 10 years, and it's going to be out for at least another 2 or 3 years from the developers. There's a lot of people streaming it. There's a lot of interest in it. Thank you, he's done. And I got some more points. And I got some more tokens. Great. Okay, let's go down this way. What have I got to do now? I've got to defeat vile hounds. Where are the hounds? Are these out in this direction? Let me zoom out a bit. Ah, they're down there, just by the river. I can see them. Let's go down by the river. The Limelight. Is the river Limelight? That's the one that flows out of Fangorn Forest, where Treebeard is at. And you do see a little bit of the Limelight in the Lord of the Rings movie. It's daytime. You guys will be able to see a little bit more of Rohan. This is northern Rohan. This is not the central Rohan or eastern or western Rohan. Those mountains in the south, them hills, they are not the White Mountains. They are not where the Beacons of Gondor are at. They're much, much further south. I got to blast a few of these. Oh, maybe in the wrong area, but these are the wolves I got to kill. But I think they're probably down by the river, by the Limelight themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way down to the Limelight. There's some branches here. I'm going to grab these. They might be useful to me. Let me grab them. That's it. Raises my forestry or foraging. Forestry is where I can collect wood, branches, timber, as well as flowers, vegetables and fruit. That grows wild. Can I blast you? I don't need these anymore. I'm just shooting them just because they're in the way. Likewise, I don't want to do these streams. I tend to do a lot of my deed hunting off camera because I don't want you guys to sit and just watch me spend an hour or two just shooting monsters going around in circles. You want to see some of the scenery. Look at the clouds crossing those hills. Those hills are the well, they're these hills just on the other side of the limelight that separate this area called the Great River area from Eastern Rohan, the Eastern Rohan or Northern Rohan, or whatever we refer to it as. I might get my little map out again. I might get my little Tolkien map out again and let you guys have a look at that, and I'll show you exactly where we are in the world of J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. So it'll give you some kind of perspective. Oh, discovered caves. There's some caves around here? Some caves. Where's the caves? They're down here? Ooh, some caves. I haven't been down the cave. What's this? A pile of remains. What's the remains? Starts a quest. Woohoo. Okay, we'll accept that. Ah, I gotta collect some bones. These are random quests that have just been thrown into the game. I like these because, like most other games, what they do is they tend to... can I shoot these? I can shoot these. What they do is they tend to just add end game content. In Lord of the Rings, they tend not to do that. What they do is they add content throughout it, the entire evolution of the game, all the way from right at the start. They throw in extra new quests and extra new storylines, or story arcs, that have to be begun at the beginning. So you do have to go all the way back to the beginning of where you started, return back to Bree and the Shire and Eredlian and places like that. You mean killing the sheep? What is that? Oh, it's a bone. I thought it was a dinosaur or something. I'm panicking there. Some caves down there. Oh, there's some more down there. Look, there's the river. Let's go down to the limelight. Let's just slide down this bank. There we go. Gravel slide down there. Let's get some of these. Looks like somebody up. Likely remains of a person. Found a person. The remains of a person. Some sort of animal. Yeah, I've done that one. Oh, some branches. I might as well grab them as well. And they add content all the way through it. So if you're right at the start, then you can start these new story arcs. And if you're a seasoned player, you can go back and actually start these new story arcs. So it does mix it up a good deal. I do like that kind of idea, rather than just adding on expansion on expansion on expansion, just taking the story further and further and further. Do have some respect for the new gamers. There's always an attraction to them. If there is so many more... Can I go in this cave? So much more... That doesn't go anywhere. Content at the beginning. So much to do. So much to do in Lord of the Rings Online. It's, and you can solo it. There's no shame in having to solo it. But if you do adventure with friends, it is so much better. There's a hound corpse. That's slightly different. Ooh, can do another quest. There, oh no, right. Wow, he's a biggie one. He must be a boss one. Get rid of you. Oh, correction. There's a couple of biggie ones. Get down. We've defeated Gripjaw. I don't need to go. Oh, what's that? After the pile remains. I'm going to stick along the riverbank. You have defeated Dead Gaze. Oh! They've killed the cow. Oh dear. They've killed it. There's a backpack over there. I'm going to have a look at the limelight. There's the limelight. That flows all the way back into Fangorn Forest and then flows down towards the Anduin. There's something over here, wasn't there? There was a backpack of some sort. Oh, there's a hound corpse. I think did I pick up the hound corpse? I think I did. Let's get this backpack. Anything in the backpack? Oh yeah, we'll take all that. Thank you. We'll leave that in the community, the guild house, our kingship house. Okay, that's There's one there. What is that? Can I blast him from here? I think I can. Okay, that's 10 done. That's a lot done. Let's head back. It's just... I'm not going to kill everything just for the sake of killing it. Looks like I'm going to have to run all the way around. Let's run up towards this big castle, and we'll make our way back to Stangard. Yep, let's just go past all this. If I do see any more dead bodies later on, I will investigate them, because they might lead to other quests. They all lead to interesting new quests. Random quests. I call them random quests. That's why you don't need to go to an NPC to actually pick up. So it's quite cool. There's the big statue of friendship in the distance there. Big. That's a huge monument. It's a huge monument. And it's basically, it's only about 400 or 500 years old. And it is the handoff between the... from the King of Gondor to the people of Rohan. Because remember, the people of Rohan in Middle-earth history were associates of the Gondor. And Gondor kind of like covered an awful lot of this area. Gondor was a much bigger land. And although the social differences between the people that lived out here, as opposed to the people that lived out in Minas Tirith, and Osgiliath and places like that, they are socially structured differently, they're culturally structured differently, even their terms and like the way they talk and all this were completely different as well. So there came a time when there was a great battle, and the people from this land came to Gondor's aid, came to Gondor's help, and in return for that, the King of Gondor, or the High Steward of Gondor, he handed the people of Rohan this land, the people of and they were called the Rohirrim. Yes, the Rohirrim were started, and in commemoration of that offering of this land, they built a very big huge statue, the Statue of Friendship. It's about 100 feet tall. It doesn't look like it from here, but it is absolutely immense, and if you're in Lord of the Rings Online, go visit it. So it's a monumental building, monumental statue. Amazing. Love the music. The music is very dramatic. Here we go. Da, da, da. Back into Stangard. Let's go and hand these quests in. Looks like I've got 3 or so to hand in. Hopefully that will get me. Here we are. Back to the guard. Sabert, the gatekeeper or the gate guard. Hello, Sabert. It looks like I've got a load to hand into you, dude, buddy. Yep, give me some tokens. Has my reputation gone up? No, just some more 500 points.
Our mission is dire.
Ooh, 700 points for that one. That was a good one, that one.
You aid the horse lords.
And 500 for that one. That was a great one. Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to go and speak to the diocese again. There we go. Guard out of your success in Stangard. Yeah, I've took out all these wolves for you. I've fed your horses. I've killed loads of goats. Don't think I've broken any laws. And the birds flying in the sky. I do apologise if the screen feels a little jumpy. It is because I'm streaming in high definition as well. That was a good one. A good ending, that one. Good cross swords. And right. This is ranked up considerably. We've got 294 points on this. I should really be piling them on, but I think I'll just level it at the moment.
Rohirrim have need of your services.
Collect goat meat. Oh, I just did that. Help to deal with the threat of the worms. Got to kill some worms. Prevent worms from spreading in their number. Got to destroy some worm nests. With farming task. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is a short quest. It's 4-parter. So I've got to kill some goats, or collect some goat meat, and then it looks like I've got to kill some worms, destroy some worm nests, and then I have to find Tatwin. I think I know where Tatwin's farm is at, and I've got to give him a bit of a help. He wants to ask him for some help with some farming of some sort, so I won't know what it is until I get there and find out where it is. I can do farming. It's one of my traits, one of my skills. I'm a woodworker, I'm a forester, and I'm a farmer. And I can plant various vegetables and pipeweed and tobacco and fruit and flowers and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what kind of a job he's got for me when I get there. Let's make our way back out of Stangard. As you can see, the world of Middle Earth is absolutely massive. All the them hills in the distance, you can get to them. Those mountains there in the distance are literally just a stone's throw on the map. If I was going to bring it up on the map there, it's just these mountains here. This is Eastern Rohan. So, well, let's face it, we're off the map, aren't we? This is Eastern Rohan. That's into Fangorn Forest. I've got Fangorn Forest to go to. I've got the Entwash. I'm going to quickly zoom in out, guys, and just show you how much of Middle Earth there is. This is the whole of the game map. We are down in this crappy little region down here called, there we are. So all this east of the Misty Mountains is completely explorable, with the exception of southern Aenor and the areas of Tharbad and the marshes and all that kind of stuff. That is not in yet. However, there is rumour that they're going to bring in Lord of the Rings Online. The developers are bringing in a new race. They're bringing in the Noldor elves. They're the High Elves, and they're supposed to be originating around here in the Grey Havens. The Noldor elves are the elves that were born in Valinor. They were born under the stars, hence why they were called the Eldar. Born under stars. El meaning star, just like in Elrond, and Eldar meaning star. So born under the stars, and them are the ones that crossed over into Middle Earth in the early First Age, along with Fëanor and Galadriel and all those other people. Those that were born in Middle Earth have never ever seen the Valinor and only know of its existence through story and rumour and song and all the rest of it. They are referred to as the Sindar. So there we go. So we got Sindars. Nostriada's playing a Sindar. So let's go into Egrion. We go through the Minor Moria. Minor Moria was sheer hell. We came through, so that was the east of the Misty Mountains. That's a huge map. This is west of the Misty Mountains, and this is even bigger. This is absolutely massive. We're in this area here, which is the Great River area. This is East Rohan. There's Fangorn Forest. We've got West Rohan. We've got the Gap of Rohan, Isengard. We've got Helm's Deep, and then we have what we call the Wastelands, or the walled area, the Brownlands. We've got Mirkwood now expanded into. We've got the Wilderland, and you can see these areas have been highlighted, but they're not clickable. And Gladden Field, and all the way up to a small little town called Mickleborough, which is on the Syrian and the Anduin, just on the joint, the connection of the Syrian and the Anduin, just east of Goblin Gate, and Eaglefire. These are all on the map, but they haven't been unlocked yet, so I'm guessing they're going to be part of a future expansion. We've got the Wastelands. Let's have a look at the Wastelands. Look at this. These are the dead marshes. Yeah. The Daggerath kind of thing, or Daggerlord. Is it actually written on here as Daggerlord? It's not written on here as Daggerlord. That's a bit shameful, isn't it? So let's get back on Rohan, and then we can get to Rohan is to do this. There, back into Rohan. So you've got Lorien, and then we're going to go all the way down to Gondor, and Gondor is a huge area. There's the dead marshes in the wastes. So we've got Far Anor, so we've got places like Calenhad. There's Calenhad there. And all the beacons of Gondor, all the way down into, there we are, into Minas Tirith and Osgiliath. So there's Osgiliath, which we see in the movie, and that's Osgiliath. Osgiliath is a huge city. It looks like a small little ruin, kind of in Lord of the Rings, but in all reality, it was a massive naval kind of like merchant's port, so you can imagine it was quite considerably large, and this was like where all the warehouses were kept, where all the trading was done, all the banking was done, for up and down the River Anduin. So everything, these are like the shipbuilding, lots and lots of shipbuilding, fishing, everything to do with the maritime history of Gondor. This is how Minas Tirith became as big as it was. And when Lord of the Rings came along, Actually, just between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, Osgiliath kind of fell into ruin because of the threat from Mordor, from Minas yeah, minus Morgul. Um, and the rise of the Dark Armies kind of took over Osgiliath, and then that's what segregated. There's Osgiliath, it's just over here somewhere. Huge city. Kind of stopped the trade going into Minas Tirith. And you can see this is absolutely massive. Let's zoom out again. So here we are, and just across from Osgiliath we have Mordor. Mordor is a huge pack. You can see it's already designed and all, but it's all greyed out. This is all yet to come. Some areas you can get into, the wastes, the Teeth of Rohan, the Gap of Rohan. Sorry, the Teeth of Mordor. Sorry, Teeth of Mordor, Teeth of Mordor. With the Mouth of Mordor, which you see in the extended edition of Lord of the Rings, where it comes riding out between the gates. Those big iron gates that look like a set of teeth with the two huge towers at the end that look like fangs. Hence the name, the Teeth of Mordor. And the Mouth of Mordor rides out on a horse, and Aragorn kind of lobs his head off. Only in the extended edition, you don't see that in any other editions. Let's go back down to, and then we have Eastern Gondor. We have all the cities and all the towns along the south coast. Huge cities. All this is you can explore. It's amazing. It's amazing how big this thing, right up into, see there's these small little valleys and vales and things like that. Amazing how much of the Lord of the Rings you can get to. And there's the Harad, or the Haradan, the far Haradan, which is kind of like a desert, dusty region, and it doesn't get any mentioning in Lord of the Rings or anything like that, but in Tolkien lore, yes, there is a Nazgul. One of the Nazgul, I think it was a third of the 9, was dispatched to search for the ring in as far south as the Haradan. So it was called the Shadow of the South. In the Shadow of the South, and you want to go and check that up, just Google away Shadow of the South, Middle-earth roleplay, and you find the whole background lore and literature and all that kind of stuff. There's the rune, where the Eastlings all come from. Those guys with the tattoos and the body paint and stuff like that, riding the Oliphants, the armored Oliphants. They come from this region over here, and that is a huge inland sea called the Sea of Ruin. So that gives you some idea of how big this world is. If you think we're just looking across to that small little that mountain range there, which is on the other side of a river, then you get the distinct feeling that we are a long way from home. I did do a run through. I did one of those race challenges. I think I've got to kill worms here and goats and things, so I'm going to keep an eye out for those sort of things. While I'm talking with you guys, there's a worm there. He'll do. Can I? Oh, not here though. Some branches over there. Let's go in that direction. Oh, can I? Not him, but I can get the branches. I did do a race all the way from Vauxhall, way up to the north, in the icy regions, all the way down to the River Anderwin, at the junction of the Celeborn and the Anderwin, which is just outside, just off from, just where we're at the moment, just north of where we are, Lothlorien. It took 4 hours running. 4 hours running. I didn't ride, I ran. It took a whole game day. We started at night time, and we got to the River Anderwin the following night in game terms. It took 4 hours. It was a long stream, guys, and everybody loved it. And I did say that if anybody wants to see me do another one like that, maybe an 8-hour challenge or maybe a 6-hour challenge or something like that, to see if we can run all the way across Middle Earth, maybe from a different place, because we did with different start location, maybe from Eridian or maybe Thorns Hall or something like that. And we raced, just running, just looking at the scenery. I took all the hood off and everything like that, and give you guys something to really admire and get interested in. Then let me know if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to see. Here we go, killing time. Yep, it's alright, need the meat. I need you for feeding the men in that. There we go, that's 1 of 12. Right, there's some. What is that? Oh, I don't need to kill it. I thought it was a pig or something. I thought it was like one of those black boar things. Let's get some branches. Let's grab them. Okay, let's we're looking around for some more. Let's bring them up. Oh, is there one over there? No, I can't get him. So it's predominantly all over this area. I've just got to try and find the ones I need to get rid of. There's a goat. Hello, goatie. Come here, you. Should really start off with the triple shot, shouldn't I? I mean, level cap is now 105, although it is set to go up with the when you do get into Mordor, because the beasties in there are going to be pretty tough. If you're into playing Lord of the Rings online with a group of friends or something like that, if you've got your own community or something like that, it is, well, you can go ahead and you can do that kind of thing. If you're not into exploring, you just want to jump in and just run a dungeon or something like that, yeah, you can do that kind of thing. Just look for an instance, start an instance at any time. Race from Goblin Town to Carndoom. I'd love to. Let's see. How would I? Let's see. Where can I do that? Race from Goblin Town to Carndoom. First of all, I got to find out where Carndoom is at. So let's Carndoom. Oh, let's take a look. Carndoom. Better if I actually get the right spelling, wouldn't I? There we go. Let's see where it's here. It's in Agmar. It's in Agmar. You want me to race all the way? Oh, I know where it's at. Yes, I know where it's at. Let's take a look, shall we? So they'll be over there. So you want me to go all the way from be a messenger, all the way from up to here? Wow, that'll be a cool one. I could do that one. Yeah, that's not a problem. You guys want to see me do that one, then yeah, I can go ahead and I can do that one. What I'll do is I'll post it in the announcements. So stick to my Twitter feed if you want to receive an announcement. Anybody else got any other suggestions about a race I could do? I could pretend to be a messenger for I'm going to say the Witch King of Agmar. What do you reckon? The Witch King, the first, the 9, the leader. I could probably do the other way around, couldn't I? Goblin Town in the Misty Mountains. Let's just go and have a look at that. Let's see. Let's get through Moria, that sheer hell place. Misty Mountains, yep, up here, Misty Mountains. So all the way from this area here, which is Goblin Town, which means I'll have to go through the high pass. Down, I'll have to skirt my way across the icy wastes. Then I'll have to cut my way through. There's one dodgy place. If I was playing, I'd have to do it sneakily. Rivendell, because I don't think the elves would allow somebody to pass through Rivendell, especially if they're working for a Nazgul Lord. Well, I could do that. Maybe I could do it at night time. All the way across here, down the Troll Shores, and then I'll have to run down the Troll Shores. Then I'll have to cross follow the Brunion, and then through Brunion Gorge, and then go through through the Troll Shores. Then I have to go to the last bridge. From the last bridge, I'd have to go through the Lowlands, past the desolate Lowlands, past the Blood Swamp, past Weather Hills. I'd have to run past the Forsaken Inn, into Breeland, then into Breeland. Now I've got a choice. I can either go through Shetwood Forest or Shetwood Wood, Far Shetwood, or I can go around the Midwater Marshes. Go around the Midwater Marshes, then I'd have to head towards the Greenway. Circle Bree. I'm actually just cut through Bree. I might just cut through Bree. You can't really go around Coombe and Staddle and Archer because this range here is quite high. It's very difficult to get round. So what I'll do is I'll go around the Midwater Marsh and then go through Bree to the Greenwell Crossing. Then I'll probably head north. I'd head north and then I would head towards Thistlebridge. Where is it? Let's get this off here. Up towards Thistlebridge. And then might need to double back on myself. Yeah, I probably will do. I'll go through, there's the Greenway, up to the Greenway, and then I'd have to cross over into Esteldin. Yeah, round the ruins, then cross the farmlands, then into Esteldin. This is Esteldin here. Is this Esteldin? Oh, this is the farmland. There's Esteldin. Round here, there we are. There's a it's around here somewhere, I know it is. Esteldin, the snares, the skirmish camps. Yeah, I'll have to, it's in here somewhere, it's not showing up, but it's there. I'd have to go through Estildin, then through Estildin, and then I'd have to drop down into the North Downs. This is all the North Downs area, cross down the North Downs. Then I'd have to go into Agmar. Now, there's three ways I can go into Agmar. I can go in through the back door, I can go through the front door. I'd probably run straight in through the front door. Straight through the front door, and then it'll be up, straight up past the Agmarian camps, and then I'd have to take the long way around because you can't cut through here. There's a mountain range actually blocks it off. It's very difficult to get through. So I'll take it around here, and I'll take it around the salt plates, the salt plans. Yeah, straight around here, up towards Hittenbar, and then through that desolate kind of town, and then straight into Carndum. That would be an amazing race. That would be an amazing run. If anybody thinks that would like to see that, let me know. What I'll do is I'll schedule a time for when I can do that. Or if you want to see another race or another run through those amazing lands, and again I'll do my best to try and answer any questions or help you with the lore or the understanding as we pass those places. I might be able to do a little bit of a session like that. I might do a little bit of reading, and I might do a little bit of session on the Witch King. Although I did do an awful lot of reading on the Witch King, didn't I? I did like 6 pages of reading on that guy. He had a fascinating background. Real fascinating background here. Or even on Carndum. Maybe you want to know what Carndum or Agmar was like before. Come here. Before the Witch King got it, kind of thing. Let me punch up my Tolkien map, and what I'll do is I'll show you what that looks like. Where are we at here? In Tolkien terms, rather than in, if I can find the right drive I'm supposed to be on. Where's my Middle Earth archive? My Middle Earth archive. Here we are. Let me punch up this map. Where are we at here? Middle Earth. My high definition map of Middle Earth. Let me punch it up on the screen here, and I'll switch the camera over. Can I switch the camera over to? I might be able to actually drop it on here. Can I drop it on here? I can drop it on here. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is Middle Earth. I mean, you guys, you can see that. And if you want to get a copy of this, let me know. Let me know if you guys want to get a copy of this. And as members of iGame Online, you get access to all these kind of resources and assistance, which is wonderful. We are at the moment down in this tiny little godforsaken area down here. There's Stangard. So there we go. This is the. Actually, we're just here somewhere. This is the. Let's make sure we got the right area. Oh yeah, this is it. Yeah, that. Sorry, I'm over here. There we are. This is the limelight. There we are. The limelight. There we are. The limelight. Yes. So we're around here somewhere in Path Kellam Band. Let's have a look. See if that's about right. Let's have a look. Here we are. There's the limelight. So that's that river there. Fantastic. Let's. So we're about here somewhere. You want me to run all the way from the Goblin Gate, which is, let's see, where can I find Goblin Gate at? There's Agmar. There is, I'm going to say Rivendell's going to be, they're the Entmoors. There's Imladris, so there's Rivendell. So Goblin Gate's going to be, there's the spire, that's the giant's spire. So around here somewhere, it's gonna be up here somewhere. No, it's gonna be up here somewhere. Goblin Gate, up here. You want me to run all the way down here, so we'd have to run down through the foothills and then down into Rivendell. There we are, coming down through the. This is the North Pass. That's the South Pass. Down North Pass, we'll follow the river all the way down. We'll run down into Imladris. Then we're gonna have to cross the bridge, the Brunnen Bridge. There's the Brunnen Gorge, and we're gonna go through the Troll Shores. Run through the Troll Shores. Then we're going to go past the last bridge, and we're going to keep running, and we're going to keep running, and we're going to go past the Weather Hills. These are the Weather Hills here, and there's Imonsul. That is Weather Top. We're going to run. Now we agreed that we're going to go around the Midwater Marshes. We're going to go around the Midwater Marshes, and we're going to head towards Bree. We're going to go past Ashen and Coombe towards the Greenway. Then we're going to head north. We're going to hit north, and the first village we're going to come to is this small little village here on Tolkien's map. which is Thistlebridge. Okay, head towards Thistlebridge, and then we're going to head. We're not going to go as far north as Fornost. We're going to cut across here to this small little ruin here, which is Isildin. Cut across these North Downs, which are quite massive, and then we're going to shoot up to Gram. Gram is the main front door into Agmar. We're going to cross into Agmar. We're going to cross through this mountainous range, and we're going to work our way up towards Cardoom. So that's what we're going to do. What map is this? This is a high definition Middle-earth Tolkien map. I use it for giving people perspective about when they're using Lord of the Rings online. And if you are a follower of my stream, then you can get access to all this kind of stuff. It's very, very handy, and it does kind of put things in perspective, and it does list all the interesting places just to show whether the places have been added. There's Fornost, and there is Lake Mirmir. Not Lake Mirmir. This is Lake Mirmir is down here, isn't it? There's the Shire. Where's the Old Forest? The Old Forest is here. There we are. The Old Forest. You can see it written out there. You can use this, and I use this to discern whether something has been created for the game, like the geography of the land, or if there's thrown an extra lake in, or something like that, or an extra river, and whether it's actually from the book or from the lore itself, or is it from game developers' point of view, kind of thing. Is there a link? Yeah, there will be a link. I'll put you a link up. Why not? I'll put you guys a link up. Shall I put you guys a link up so you guys can get a copy of this map? It is a high definition map. You can zoom into it. It's got some amazing detail in it. And as a member of iGame Online, if you're a big follower of our Middle-earth role-playing session, our MERP session, which you want to go along and listen to and just subscribe towards that, then you do see us use an awful lot of even more in-depth maps as well, and details and things like that. Let me just give you a link to this. I just want to make sure I get the right map. It's this one here. Let me just get a page up so I can make sure I get this right. Nope, that's not the right one. Let's see if I can get this the right way around. Probably because I use capitals. Oh, maybe if I do that, it'd be better, wouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. All right, I'll give you a link. Here we go. I'll put a link in the chat for you guys to be able to. There you go, guys. Get yourself a copy of that map. It's a high-definition map of Middle-earth, and feel free to go ahead and get yourself a copy of that. I'm going to just minimize that window again. And it's always interesting as you go back and look at these kind of things. Yeah, you're very welcome. Everybody's very welcome to come along and spend time with Wispa in his Lord of the Rings, or in his Dragonlance, or any other game that might be streaming. And if I can help you out, then I am more than happy to do so. Let's just kill some of these, because I seem to be... Well, there's some people watching the stream who just like want to see me play the game. Want to see some of the scenery of the Northern Rohan area. That's 8 of them. Any more goats out here? Oh, there's a hare. Just a hare count. No, probably not. Is there a goat? Can I get... Yeah, let's get you. It depends... Oop, I've been knocked unconscious here by the buttering of a goat. Sorry about that. Let me just kill this goat. Yeah, I've been collecting these Middle-earth maps for a considerable length of time, and if I was to show you some of the other maps that we have as well, we use some real in-depth detailed maps that expand and give you more enjoyment when you're playing the games like Lord of the Rings Online, or if you're playing the Fellowship of the Ring, or if you're playing Shadow of Mordor, or anything like that, or anything associated with Tolkien's works and Tolkien's world. It's nice to be able to do a little bit of investigation and find out where those ideas and things all came from. Let's take a look, and I'll see if I can bring up a map. I think I've got to go through an awful lot of... Yeah, let's see if I can bring up board map 1. So that would be... just to give you some kind of idea of how much detail we do go into, and how many answers that we can give you, or how much information we can give you with regard to the world of Lord of the Rings Online and Tolkien and Middle Earth Online and all the rest of it. And it does bring the community in on it, and a lot of people do tune into the stream and ask lots of questions about. They want to know things like the shards of Narsil, where they're stored and all the rest of it, because they're not really stored on that statue in Lord of the Rings Online. They're actually stored in a drawer in Elrond's house, wrapped up in like a silk kind of handkerchief kind of thing, or lots of other things as well, like the Elven Rings of Power, the 3 Elven Rings, and who has them and what do they do and all that kind of stuff, and where were they created, and we can go to those places. If they're in Lord of the Rings Online, then I'll take you to those places and I can show you those places and give you a little bit of a history behind it and show you the big statues and the buildings and the people and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people do tune in and find it really, really fascinating. I'm hoping to start a new series called Postcards from Middle-earth, which is going to have some like little pieces of nuggets of information like that, and I'm going to coincide that with some pictures which I can take inside game and create little postcards with them. I'm going to put those up on my Twitter and probably on my Instagram as well. But let's see if I can find these other maps that we do use an awful lot of. I've got to make sure I just spell the address right. Table games. Wrong button, that button. Resources. And we'll go for the simple one, which is board. I think it's just board map. I'm just going to put board map because we use a lot of... I'm going to see if that one works. If it works, then it's great. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share another one with you guys. Here we go. Here we go. I've got the address for this, so you could, I will share with you guys. Let me just bring our chat back up in case you guys have got any questions. Not there though. Can I put it over there? Can I bring you over here? Over here, please. Thank you. There we go. Let me maximize that and see if I can... There we go. That's an amazing. This is Tharbad. This is Tharbad. Now, Tharbad is it's a city. It's a city. And if you're looking at your Lord of the Rings map, you'll be able to find it. It's just down from the Grey Flood. Let me just point it out where it's at. It's down here. It's down in this here. So if you're in Endwith, and if you're in Egrion, if you look towards Egrion, and then just look for the big river that flows down the side, the western side of Egrion, you'll see there's a city here called Tharbad. Tharbad. It's kind of like buildings on one side, buildings on the other side, and there's a bridge in the middle kind of thing. Yeah. Now, there's a lot of detail on this map. There's a lot of geography details, a lot of location detail, and all the rest of it. But we can go into even more detail. See this small little town here. This small little town here called Tharbad. Yeah? That's this town here. There we go. See? That's what it shows you. There's some buildings on that side, buildings on the side. There's actually islands in the middle, and there's loads of houses and buildings and streets. And it's got the street names in here. They're like Rath Unun, Rath Aran. And these are all like address numbers. And there's a merchant's quarters, some docks here, some commons. I'm going to try to do a little bit of a scroll around here. There's the North Bank area. These are all houses and shops and taverns and shipwrights. And let's have a look at the key over here. Let's see what we've got here. We got some... oh, here we are. Here we are. We've got some... let me bring that over so you guys can see it properly. We've got alchemists, armourers, astrologers, barracks, brewers, cobblers, fletchers, healers, inns, jewellers, money makers, money lenders rather, millers, potters, residents, seers, shipwrights, smiths, taverns, theatres, woodcrafters, all sorts of stuff. You get the idea. And they're all colour coded. So we know where those buildings are all adjacent to and what's next door to what and who trades with whom and all the rest of it. we've even got the name of the bridges. So there's Menatar, which is the main street kind of thing. The name of the gates at the north and the south. There we go. I'm going to try and scroll this over so you guys can see it. There we are. This is Tharbad. Population of about 21,345. So, and we have maps of pretty much all the locations across Middle-earth in massive detail, in immense detail. So it's really, if you have any questions whatsoever about, so there's Tharbad. So that small little place there is actually this place here. This is quite a, see, you can see it here. There you go. So, yeah, there's a small little shanty town of like tents and caravans and things like that on the outside of the city walls and all the rest of it. There's the ancient city walls on the down south there, and the river itself. So that river there, that river here, this river is actually, that's Tharbad. So if I zoom out, I'll show you how much, there we are. And it's tiny, it's absolutely tiny little place, even though it's a huge mega city. And we've got maps covering all that kind of stuff. So let's get back to the game, because I know a lot of people are wanting to see Wispa run around and actually do these quests. There's a couple of goats. Let's blast some more goats, shall we? And we use those in our Middle-earth roleplay radio show. And that's how we make it so enjoyable and so believable, because we explain things in so immaculate detail. And with the combination of the sound effects and the music and the actors, it is an amazing show. Like I say, over 30,000 minutes worth on YouTube, and almost double that, almost around about 50,000 minutes worth listened to on the website. And we're up to episode 100. Episode 100 of a story that coincides with the Fellowship of the Ring and the Lord of the Rings saga. So go along and enjoy that. We do get lots of messages. A lot of people saying, please don't stop ever posting these. They're very, very enjoyable. Is that something I can blow up on the top of there? No, it's not. I thought it was some egg. There's something on top of there. I know I saw a goat there. I don't need to kill any more goats. But yeah, if you get into Lord of the Rings, get into Lord of the Rings. If you're a video game fan, if you're a Tolkien fan and you want to talk about the books and the stories, there's a new one just came out on June the 1st this year, Berian and Luthien, which is exactly the same story as what Aragorn told the hobbits on Amon Sul, aka Weathertop, at the time the Nazgûls attacked. That story has now been put back together by the Tolkien Society and by Christopher Tolkien. Let's just make sure I'm in the right place here. I think I am. I don't know. I've got to find farming tasks, so I'm going to head down towards that horse actually, because I think I've got a quest down there I haven't done for a while. But yeah, enjoy the map. I hope you you get some use out of it. I know our members do get uses out of things like that. They do spend a lot of time looking over it, saying, "Hey, that place is actually in the game, and I've actually been to that place." They do like those little bits and pieces, and it's nice to be able to share those things with everybody, especially with the people who follow and enjoys Wispa's adventures. And if you're not a Tolkien fan, if you're a video game fan, then don't forget we also do a lot of video game content as well. Oh, I've got to kill these people. I need to kill a lot of these people. I need to kill like, oh no, I don't, I just need to kill about 15. Oh, I started to panic there. Drop you. Yeah, we'll see if we can do that race or that run from Goblin Gate or Goblin Town. I call it Goblin Town. It's actually the name of the gate, the entrance into it's actually called Wolf Gate. There's two gates to Goblin Town. There is Wolf Gate and there's Goblin Gate. And the difference is Wolf Gate is where the Wag packs, the wolf packs, are looked after and are brought out of on wolf patrols. That's called the Wolf Gate, and you can identify that by giant wolf statues that are on the left hand side and the right hand side of this door, this huge door And the door's like 80 feet tall, about 3 foot thick, and it's open and closed by trolls, by mountain trolls. Um, like on working on levers, pushing and pulling levers backwards and forwards. And it's two wolves, the two wolves, and they're sitting on hind legs, like sitting to attention kind of thing. You know, it's like sat down on either side, like bookends, and they're massive. They're like 100 feet tall, and they guard the wolf gate. The other entrance is Goblin Gate. The other entrance is Goblin Gate, and that's literally just a small little entrance, and that's created in the game. That's created in the game with respect of that. There's two ways into Goblin Town. Yeah, but the wolf statues have not made it into the game, which is a shame because they are magnificent carvings in their own right. But yeah, Wolf Gate and Goblin Gate, they are the two entrances into Goblin Town. Don't forget, in the Misty Mountains, under the Misty Mountains, is Gollum's Pool as well. That huge aquatic subterranean chamber where Gollum spends many of the day hunting fish. So look at the vistas here, look at the views. Yeah, they're magnificent. We haven't gone that far, we've only just crossed a tiny little part of Middle-earth. And if you look at that Middle-earth map which I've just shared with everybody, you can see how far we have come. We haven't come that quite far. That's the Anduin. That is the River Anduin, the Great River. And if you look at the map, you'll find that the Anduin actually cuts through. Let's go back to Lorien. Let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, so we have Lothlorien, we have Fangorn, and we have Mirkwood, or Greenwood the Great, or Mirkwood, as it later became with the rise of the Necromancer in that area. This all used to be one continuous forest, but the Anduin kind of sliced through the middle of it, and the trees on the eastern shore, they kind of receded back. They died back. So if we look across here, you can see there are trees there. There are several trees still left there, but the great forest of Mirkwood kind of receded back, shrunk back in on itself, and separated Mirkwood, Lothlorien, or Lorien, and Fangorn Forest. But they were all predominantly all one giant wood. Now that also plays a little bit into the lore as well, because when we see Fangorn, or Treebeard, we hear him speak very so briefly about there being no Entwives, the passing of the Entwives, and it is believed that the Entwives lived on that side of the river. They lived on the Mirkwood side of the river, and the Ent males lived on the side that we're on at the moment, on Fangorn side. So that's a tragic tale there, but another one of those little bits of lore that you find interesting. Don't forget, we got a new streamer coming up, hopefully today. I'm going to try and help her set up today. She's going to go for a very, very first stream. And if all goes well, being attacked by some dead ghost. There we go. Some cursed. The cursed. She's going to go for a very, very first stream today. And if all goes well, she's going to be streaming some retro games. I'm going to give her a little bit of a hand to try and get set up and get started. We had a little bit of a playthrough yesterday using some emulation software, and we spent a good majority of the day making sure that that ran the way she wanted to run, to make it more easy and more comfortable for her to actually do her live streaming. But if you want to give her some great support, she will be live streaming. I will be passing on over to her very soon. I will be giving her some shout outs as well. It is nice if we see the community all come together and help support new streamers and new gamers. If it's not necessarily Lord of the Rings, although she, you know, you never know, one of these days she might actually give Lord of the Rings a little bit of a try. Let's kill the giant tortoises. I'm gonna keep running down this way. These are the giant bulrushes that seem to border the Anduin, where the Anduin joins the Limelight. If you look at our map there, you'll see that the area is marked on Tolkien's map, or on Middle-earth map. It is marked, and it is marked as being marshy, ever so tinily. It is marked as marshy, and it is so. That's what we discover when we come down here. Not every building or every little campsite or every tree is marked on that high definition map, obviously. So if you are looking at it and wondering where places are, not everything's listed, and the reason for that is quite simple. It would take forever to mark everything on those maps, but you can find other maps, which I've just already demonstrated for you guys, which have even more detail in them. And surprisingly, you can go into the rooms of those buildings as well. You can actually see the layout of those buildings and get some more information on them. So if anybody's got any questions, please feel free. What is this? Let's go, Nostriel. The element of surprise is upon us. This quest can only be completed. Let's do a little bit of a quest. It looks like I've got a guy next to me. You just turned up. If you're on the stream or you're watching, then welcome. Hoping you're having a great day and hoping you're doing really well in your quests. Oh, I remember doing this one and unfortunately he died. So we're trying not to make that mistake again. Nope, no, I need to shoot the enemy, not you. That's it. Arrows in the back. Yes, that drops them real quick. I think it was because... Do you by any chance have some maps related to Harad? Yes, I do. Canada and Ruin, the Sea of Ruin. Basically anything south, east or south of Middle-earth. I tell you what, Etheron, I tell you what I have. If you've already signed up to iGame Online, or if you have subscribed to our YouTube channel or to the Twitch channel, what I'll do is I can share with you some interesting maps, because I get the feeling that you're interested in seeing the whole of Middle-earth, including the area to the east. I do have, or I am aware of, a complete map of Middle-earth, and there's not much to the east, I'll be honest with you. But the Haradan, I can give you some information on the Haradan, and what I'll do is I'll try and bring some of that up and give you some kind of information about it. And do I have maps of it? Yes, I do. And also of the sandworms, which are like desert worms kind of thing, and of the Saracens and all that kind of thing, the Eastlings and the Saracens and the Shadow of the South, and all the spice trade and the silk trade and all that kind of stuff, and the piracy that goes on in that region.
iGameOnline.net. Sign up and start your free game or cosplay community today.
And then we get the little announcement from Iona. Hello Iona, how are you doing today? Iona is our iGame Online avatar. That's why we get to call her Iona. And you'll see her all over our website, all over the website. And you see the website at the bottom of the screen there, i-gameonline.net. And she's a 3D model that I CGI. I do a lot of CGI modeling. So if you're interested in CGI modeling or creating video games and all that kind of stuff, then you definitely want to stick around and watch me do some of my Whispers workshops. Let me just do this instance, and what I'll do is I can bring up some areas of South Mordor, which you will find megally interesting. I'll actually do some little bit of readout as well. I think I'll do a readout of what the area is like to give you some kind of understanding. But I think you get an understanding what it is. It's a bit like Agrabah from Aladdin, that kind of area. And there's a lot about it. There's one called the Shadow of the South, and another one called the Far Haradan. And I can actually, what I'll do is I'll also share the modular. Because you can still get them. I don't think they're in print anymore. I don't think they still make them or manufacture them. But by Iron Crown Enterprises. But I think they're out. I don't think they're in print anymore. But I might be able to share some images and some details and some maps and some pictures with you guys of what that area is like. So and give you a little bit of a history on that. I think it's always interesting because all these areas are not just like cobbled together. They are years are put into researching these. The history. Oh, I've completed that deed. I'm doing well. And it fits in. It has to fit in. If it doesn't fit in, then when you come to actually read about it and adventure in it and quest in it, it makes it almost impossible to try and make things fit and work. So they have to fit in, obviously. I'm gonna do some death shots here. Yeah, drop you. Well, he's down. South of Mordor. Yeah, south of Mordor. I defeated all the treasure hunters. Great. I should be able to end this quest, and then what I'll do is I'll do a quick share with you guys. I don't think there's anything else I need to pick up. I'm just going to quickly get out of here. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. See what I've got. Let's see what I've got. Have I? Where is my merp? Merp maps. I don't merp maps. I want my Middle Earth resources. So let's change the view on this. The Far Haradan, or Shadow of the South. Far Haradan, let's have a look. I'm looking through it, and you want to be looking for, it's called Far Haradan, the Scorched Land. It's MERP issue 38,000. Sorry, 3,800, sorry. MERP number 3800 by Iron Crown Enterprises. I'm going to bring it up, and I'll let you see it. Because I know you guys like to see this kind of stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it over here. Let's put it over here. This is the, I'm going to see if I can sync this down so I can let you guys see it properly. Let me know if this is what you're interested in. This is the Far Haradan, or Far Harad. It's called the Scorched Land. It's MERP issue number, this one here, 3800. And if you look around, you can get a PDF of it. Just do a search for ICE. That's down here, ICE, Iron Crown Enterprises, and it's number 3800. The Far Haradan. I'm going to look at see if I can find some. Let me just skip through all the generic terminology and system rules and all that kind of stuff. And let's go for the history, shall we? Geographically, the lands of Far Harad stand as proof that the common concept of a desert is flawed. Though barren areas of little more than wind-blown sand exist, the terrain is as varied as that of any other region of Middle-earth. In fact, the extremes represented in these arid lands are more dramatic than is true of most places. For those who come to know its diversity, this land is far from the monotonous waste which many think it to be. Far Harad is a source of new experiences and wonders and the perfect setting for high adventure. Let's have a look. This is the, I'm going to see if I can just bring a picture up here. There we are. This is an area in Far Haradan. It's an area called Raj. This area called Raj down here. Let's see if I can try and, I'm trying to do the best I possibly can here, guys. I'm sure you guys will probably be able to do a lot better. Weather table. So basically, let's have a look. It's between, is these in Fahrenheit? I think these are in Fahrenheit. They've got to be. Oh, these are the different regions, and these are the months. So winter, stirring, spring, summer. So these are average temperatures, rainfall, and all that kind of stuff. Fauna and flora. In the hills around the city, water is drawn from the ground. Rainfall is very limited, but water-bearing layers of earth rest close to the surface. These have carried water down all the way from the Yellow Mountains. In Quenya is pronounced as Oralana. After flowing for many miles under the parched earth, water bubbles forth as rivers, notably the Rijashash River, and it is its longest tributary. Blah 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 blah. So there is loads of information in these modules. I don't want to go into it too much detail because a lot of people do want us to just watch me play Lord of the Rings and listen to me talk and all the rest of it. There's loads of things like here. I'm gonna pick a random one here, which is a herb. So this is the Haradan. This is the map. This is as far south as you wanted. You really wanted. So here's Mordor at the top here. I'm going to try and get this on the camera here. This is Mordor. This is Gondor. There's the Haradan, which is like the Sahara Desert of Middle Earth. Way to the south of Middle Earth, which you don't normally get to see, is this area. This book here is, all this information is about this small little region way to the south that you wouldn't normally hear about. You would not know about it in the movies, not read about it much in the books. Yet it is absolutely flooded with so much lore and so much fascination and so much content that I think you deserve that. You should know about this kind of stuff. So let's have a look. Is this flora and fauna still? In the branches of the weeping wood, or swimming in its pools, lurks one of Middle-earth's most fearsome reptiles. So there's a lot of reptilian down here. There's a lot of snakes and a lot of mosquitoes and all kinds of it. Called the petla. The petla is mottled brown in colour and blends perfectly with the colours of the wood. A constrictor which can grow to over 30 feet in length. Its thickest portions are over a foot wide, dropping from above and entangling its prey in the water. The snake attacks by using its powerful jaws to gain a grip, and then coils its length around the hapless victim. For purposes of combat, strikes a roll, blah 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 blah. Basically, it goes into so it does go into all this kind of detail. So there's some snakes in here. The only large mammal of the woods is the unca. This cat. So we have a lot of cats as well. So a lot of jungle-ish kind of stuff and all that kind of stuff. It's massive, fascinating. So if you're interested in those kind of regions, unfortunately we can't go there in Lord of the Rings Online. We can't do that. But we got the next best thing. We got mountains of resources. And when I say mountains of resources, guys, we have gigabits. Gigabits of resources, maps, pictures, and all that kind of stuff. See if I can bring some pictures up. Some information about the desert. Some nice pictures. Supernatural beings of the Harad Waith. Sand devils. Men who die in the desert storms have been known to linger on in Middle-earth as tortured spirits known as the sand devils. They maintain a semi-material form with the appearance of miniature sand-choked whirlwinds and travel across the open wastes of the desert searching aimlessly for lives which they can end. Their form also makes for perfect camouflage in their environment, since ordinary whirlwinds are not as all uncommon in this region. A devil will attack by enveloping its prey inside a cloud-like body. Once this is done, the sand they carry with them will act upon the victim in two ways. Take out his eyes, his ears, and then his mouth and his nose will all be clogged, and his skin will suffer increasingly severe abrasions as the attack goes on and on. The results of the attack begin with temporary blindness in the first instance, followed by loss of hearing in the second, clogging of the mouth and the nose in the third. Along with this, the sand will tear the man's flesh. You get the idea, guys. Lots of things. There's crocodiles, like I said, there's reptilians, and all the rest of it. So, there's various stories, folklore, and things like that. There's a lot of cult worship in that area. There's a lot of like honor, like family honor and all the rest of it. Kind of like arranged marriages and all that kind of thing, all set up. So basically, this is family life. To the people of the Far Harad, family ties are more important than anything other than religion. They associate themselves with extended family groups, led by the oldest able male member. In the Briaja Majik and amongst the Kovasak Post is the deep desert. These are two different regions. The workings of the clan are indistinguishable from the life of the smallest family grouping. A child is as much the child of his aunts and uncles as he is of his own parents. In the city, where diversity and professions, a fragmented structure and urban housing work to loosen ties with people outside of the immediate family, day-to-day contact with the clan is more limited. For city dwellers, the bond to the clan is felt strongly on special occasions like weddings and birthdays and all kinds of stuff. Otherwise, urban families revolve around the home and the workshop. Or, among the elite, the palace and family business. In these cases, authorities is in the hands of the father. His wives and children, regardless of age, are expected to do his bidding without any question. In the majority of households, though, this practice tends actually to involve more negotiation than sheer tyranny, for a man who rules his home without compassion would soon find his clansmen closing the door on him. So there you go. A little bit of an insight into the Far Haradan. This is a kind of a picture of what they dress like, how their government structure works, how their military tactics all work, how the economy all kind of runs, how their treasuries are all sorted out, how their group structure, how they there we are. So we got some pictures and things like that, and there's literally pages and pages and pages, and there's some maps of like of the layout of temples and houses and palaces and all that kind of stuff. So you get the idea, guys. So there's absolutely mountains of information about that particular region of Middle Earth. Now, just to reiterate, this is a small area. It is way, way, way to the south of Mordor. It's actually, if this is Mordor here, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor here. You can see there's Rohan, there's Gondor, there's Mordor. Then there's the Haradan, the Haradwith, which is basically the giant desert. Then towards the south is the south of Haradan, or Far Haradan, the Scorched Lands, and is majority tropical, jungle-ish kind of area. And I've just given you a little bit of a detail about what it's like there. There's the wild cats, there's the snakes, the reptiles, the mosquitoes, all the kind of stuff. So those areas do exist. So just to prove that those areas do exist. Let's get back in the game, because my bags are full. Oh, I've been collecting more rubbish. I don't want to collect all that. My bags are starting to fill up a little bit. I'm going to eat some more bits and pieces just to... There we go. Just to bring down the numbers a little bit. What have I got? Have I done complete another deed? I did, because I killed all those people, didn't I? So I hope that answers your question. Is there, do I have any information about what is like way to the south, or way to the east, or even further north than the Forkshell? Because there is places like Angbang and Utumno and places like that, which is way off to the north. And if you want to know any more about that, let me know. Let me know. And what I'll do is I can dig up that information and try and do my best to try and help you. And if tabletop roleplay or if Middle Earth stuff that you want to get into, then feel free to send me an email. And what I do is I can try and help you get set up and start some tabletop games. If you want tabletop like in person, like at an event or a group or something like in a gathering, something you want to set up with your friends, or if you want to do it online kind of thing, we use a piece of software called Tabletop Simulator, which is releasable. It's on Steam. It's on Steam. You usually get it for half price, and we use that to. Oh, that's repeatable. I think I've done that one, Constables from Robbers, so I'm not doing that one again. I'm going to do his one. Collect relics. Okay, so I gotta go way off to the south here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of some rubbish while I'm here. So, can I? I don't need to reforge anything, but I'm gonna see if there's anything I need to actually get rid of. What I do need to do? Oh, let's keep them. I'm gonna see. Can I do some? I got some quest boards here. I'm gonna see if I can hand in some of this stuff and actually raise my reputation just by doing something. Look at all this. Holy moly. Yeah, I think I want to do is just sell it all. As I'm going to be here for all day, and supplier, there you are. So I hope that helps. I'll try and find some more information about you, because that's the area way to the south. There is another module. I'll tell you when let you know what the other module is. Let me see if I can just bring it up. I think it's called Shadow of the South. There we are. Let me bring it up. This is the other one. It's called Shadow of the South, and this is number 3900. And that that pretty much covers, and you can get an electronic copy PDF version of this. It looks like somebody's actually gone ahead and scanned this kind of thing. And it is an area, this is entire history. And let's see if we can find out exactly where this is situated. There is some maps, I've just seen them blast past there. Let's have a look. Yep, pretty much, yeah, it's it's much more further south. I'm going to see if there's usually a map on the back of the book. They used to put maps on the back of the books. There we go. Oh, sorry. There we go. So we've covered this area here. Now, this area is even further south. This is even further south. This is right on the end of the peninsula. I don't know if you can see down here where this black line ends. Right on the end of the peninsula. And it covers this area right the way down to the south. So that's about as far south as you can get in Middle-earth. And if you want the information for that one, let me just scroll all the way back up here and try and find some pictures. There's various maps of buildings and places like that. It just shows you how actually vast, look at that maze, vast Middle-earth is. Although these areas do not get necessarily mentioned in Lord of the Rings, they are there, they are built, they are created, they do exist, and they do fit in with the lore and all the rest of it. How they dress, we got some societies there. Oh, this is an area of monks and things like that. So there we go. This is Iron Crown Enterprises number 3900. It's called Shadow in the South. If you want to know any more about it, it's set in southern Middle-earth. So if you want to read that kind of stuff, then feel free to go ahead and look that one up. Let's sell some rubbish. I haven't really got a lot to sell. I just want to be able to... Oh, I need to put those boots on, don't I? That's what I need to do. I need to actually sort myself out here and get these boots put on. There we go. That puts me at 1571. So I can sell the boots. Let's come here, supplier. Let's sell the trapper's boots. Yeah, let's get rid of those. They're not going to be much use to me, are they? I can probably sell some of these things as well. The fourth ones I want to keep. The third ones, they're definitely going. Try and build some money up. Okay, that's totally... Let's put an end to that because I've just picked up some relics. Let's go over and see the Forge Master. Hello, Forge Master.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Identify that for me. Thank you. And you just scrap it. There we go. Okay, my inn is like... So I'm gonna set my home point here. So let's bind to that one, and we're going to teleport straight back to the... I'm going to teleport straight to Bree again first. Let's go back to Bree. Let's see who we've got in the chat, because I haven't done a shout out yet for everybody who's in the chat. Let's have a look. We got Mac Vegan Pants, I hope that's right. Melancorn, Nettle Brew, hey buddy, how are you doing? Pain Now, Shazam, guess I went. Scam 80, interesting. Telrion 1003, always there, buddy. Lotro, hey Lotro, how you doing? And the Joa. I'm guessing these are right. I'm probably, if I do, I'm getting these wrong. I'm really sorry. Yeah, if you want to pop along and you want to know a little bit more about Middle-earth, then your first protocol is probably go along to our MERP sessions, our Middle-earth role-playing sessions. And you can get to that through the iGame Online website, the i-gameonline.com, .net, sorry, iGameonline.net. You'll see the link there. In fact, on this page, if you go down and you look at the Middle-earth Roleplay radio session, if you click that link, if you click that MERP link, it'll take you directly to those radio shows. And then you will be able to listen right away from the beginning, right away from Tharbad. Let's have one of them. All the way from Tharbad. You will be able to follow the adventure, all 100 episodes, although we are coming to the end of it very, very shortly. Much to the displeasure of our actors and our editors. I really do look forward to that kind of stuff. And you can go along and you can listen to them. If you can't find them there, then you can follow them on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and look for iGameOnline.net. And then you will find our Middle Earth roleplay sessions being recorded, acted out with special effects and sound effects and all that kind of stuff. A thrilling story that takes place at the same time as the Fellowship of the Ring. Go along and subscribe, and if you want to ask any questions, then feel free to post them in the comments. I'm going to do a little bit of trying to reduce my inventory just a little bit. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Hope it's nice and warm and sunny. It is the summer now in the United Kingdom, England, where I am at. It's clouded over a little bit, it's cooled a little bit, but I know people along the south coast, they're probably putting up with the very high temperatures. It's supposed to be well over the 30 degrees centigrade today on the south coast of England, and in towards London. So I hope they're really, really having a lovely day. I hope they're sitting on there on the beach with their ice creams. Do a little bit of crafting here, just do some woodwork, just some forestry work, clean off some of these branches, split the woods, treat them, season them. There we go, come on, let's get this wood sorted. Have I got anything on the eastern level? I haven't, no, because I didn't really go that far south. I've got any? No, so this is predominantly what I've got here. I can work through these, do some birch boards and some birch timber here. What I'll do is I'll drop this off in the kingship chest, kingship house. There we go. Let's make some solid ones. Why not? Let's just do it in the kingship house, and then the guys can use those to do some crafting and some manufacturing and some things like that, which is quite nice as well. I always like to see some of the community all get together online and just hang out and do some crafting and some gathering and catching up. If you've got some stories of Middle Earth as well that you want to share, then please feel free. I don't mind talking about the adventures that you guys get up to. Or if there's any adventures that you would like to hear about, then please make your suggestions as well. I'm always open to suggestions about running some adventures. If there's a particular area or region you want to hear the guys visit in a future installment of MERP, then let us know. We can always send the guys adventuring off in that direction. Really don't mind. They'll probably welcome a little bit of change of scenery. There we go. Let's go over to the house now. So let's speed travel. I'm using a plugin here, a travel box plugin. I find it easier than trying to keep all my travel locations all located on my bars here. We've got the kingship house. There we go. Let's go there. Let's drop off this stuff. Up to the kingship house. Let's see, are we there? Should be arriving shortly. Come on. There we go. There we are. There's the house. 8 Long Street, home of iGame Online. There we go. That's what everybody seems to do these days. We all enjoy playing games online, don't we, with all our friends? So let's drop in the house. Speed around, I think. Anybody added any new pieces of furniture lately? There's a few bits and pieces been up, some pictures been hanged on the wall since last time. That's nice. Let's chuck some of this stuff in here, shall we? Let's see. We can chuck in some of this rock. We could sell that rock. I got one of them. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to. Let's chuck some of these boards in here. Let's get these out the way. There we got some more chunky boards here. Let's get rid of all these bits. Some leathers. Let's put the leathers in the leather area. Yep, put them in there as well. Got some boards here. Let's put them in there. There. Anything else we can get rid of? Not much at the moment, unfortunately. What we can do is probably let's run next door into Nostriel's house. And that's one of the good things about Lord of the Rings Online, is that you can have your personal house and your kingship house kind of in the same village, and it takes a bit of planning, it takes a bit of organisation, but you can. There we are. This is Nostriel's house. You can do that kind of thing. Normally they would have kingship housing in a certain district and personal housing in another separate district, and it's kind of a different way of doing it, kind of thing. Oh, I don't want to. I want to go to my chest. There we are. Let's go in the chest. Just going to dump some soil in here. Let's see if there's anything else that I am missing. I've got some more there. I should have really collected those beforehand. A lot of these relics. It says I'm supposed to collect relics of the Eastlings. It looks like I got millions of the damn thing. Let's collect all them. Collect them. And the rest of it can probably all be sold. So that's that sorted. Let's head on back to Bree. Let's just teleport straight back to Bree. Where is Bree? There we go. I use Bree as kind of a home base kind of thing, because there's lots of shops and lots of people gathering there. If this is your first time to the stream, welcome. Hope you're having a pleasant day. We are just going to do a little bit of getting rid of junk. Chuck some stuff into my vault. So we get to see what Wispa's vaults are like. Wispa's vaults are usually full. Initially you've everybody else's rubbish, and then initially my rubbish. Let's have a look. How can you be of service? Well, I want to drop this one in here. I haven't got the space, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting rid of some of these 3s, because I'm starting to get 4s now. So, which one is it? It's this one, isn't it? I want to get rid of that one. I'm going to swap it out for 4. Alright, I've got a chest as well. God blimey, where am I going to put all this stuff? Let's keep all these blue token things. I seem to have accumulated quite an amount of them. That can be sold, that can be sold. Okay, pretty much the rest of it can be sold. I need to put somewhere to put my chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these out. I'm going to take that one out there. And I'm going to put the... Where's my chest gone? That's it. I'm going to put that chest in there. Let's put that chest in there. Oh, I've got some more here. Look, I've got to dump these ones as well. Drop a lot of these in here. There we go. That should do it. Let's eat some biscuits while we're here. Keep us well fed. There we go. We'll have our last sausage. There we go. That freed up a bit of space, didn't it? Okay, go and sell some rubbish, and then we'll go back to the just north of the walls in that marsh area. If you are looking at the Lord of the Rings map, or if you're looking at my high definition map, then you'll notice that area is marshy. In fact, marshy. Yeah. And if you're listening to our map series, you'll know that when our adventurers get to that area, they do encounter that small little encampment, that small encampment of tents and like stockholding kind of thing. Before crossing, they actually do cross over the limelight. They cross over just in the early instances of winter, so the water coming down from the Misty Mountains through Fangorn Forest is really, really icy, and a lot of it has frozen over. There is a small kind of dusting of snow on the ground and all the rest of it. Before they march south into a small little village, small little town called Ilian. And you do see it there on the Tolkien map. I don't think it's quite there on the Middle Earth map. Let's have a look. Let's see if it is in Lord of the Rings Online. I need to just explain these things to you. Let me see if I can show them. Don't think I can go that way, because I've got to go through Egrion, then through Moria, and then through, then zoom back out again. So down, it's this area here. Actually, it's just north of here. There we go. Move that. Yeah, there's a small little town here, kind of thing. It's not really on the in the game kind of thing. Called Ilian. It's called Ilian, and they cross this river just about here somewhere, and they cross it in the middle of winter, and it's really, really icy and really, really freezing, and it's quite a funny little incident happens there. And they cross over into Ilian, and then they take part in an episode called the Battle of Ilian, and it's really, really exciting, and their first real fight with a real war type situation. It's quite an exciting episode, although it does stretch on for about 6 episodes. It is a lengthy kind of segment, a whole chapter of it on the Battle of Ilian. It's really, really worth listening to and watching. It doesn't turn out quite as they expect. It's not the kind of adventure where everything goes the hero's way. It's some things do go wrong, as they always happen. But they acted out really, really well. And everything that you listen to, it's all completely improv. Completely improv. The only thing that's not improv is the information that I have that I share with everybody. The game setup kind of thing, the story itself, which I narrate and work my way through. And it's interesting to know that we have done 100 episodes. We have done up to date. We have done 100 episodes, each one being between 1 hour and 2 hours long. And it's amazing how that time has flown over. Let's okay, they are done. I'm sure I can get rid of some more space. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to sell some stuff. I'm going to sell some stuff over in Bray to my favourite little grocer, Lily. There she is. Hey, Lily.
Good day.
Yep.
How may I help you?
You can repair me tools first, and then I want to sell you some stuff, Lily. I'm going to sell you these green things because they're no good to me at all. And I've stored so many in. I've got to sell that as well because, and that one. And no, I'm going to keep them because I've only got 2 of them. But I want to loot all this junk. There you are. And I'm going to sell it all to you. I'm sure you can find a use for it. And all I've got is relics left, and they'll just have to time out. I'm really not gonna. So let's return. Can I return to? Yes, I can. And we'll go and do some relic hunting and see if we can finish up with this small little quest. If anybody, so the interesting thing is that you guys want to see a run. So Eothron, if you're still on there, you want to see a run of Nostriel. Who was it? Who was it said I want to see a run between? Yeah, Ithrion. It was, yes. A race from Goblin Town to Khang Doom, pretending to be a messenger. I can do that one. I can do that one. It'll be an interesting one, I think, to take part in. His is repeatable. I'm sure his is repeatable, isn't it?
Our success depends
Yeah,
on
I do
our
get a
strength.
golden
Will you aid us?
token for it, but I'm not going to do it again, guys, because you've seen it once. I don't want you to see it again. An interesting one. I might do that one day. I might do an actual race. If you do miss any episodes, they will be on my Twitch VOD, video on demand. And some of them do occasionally make their way over to the YouTube on the iGame Online's YouTube. So if you do miss any episodes, then go check them out over there. Oh, and don't forget to give us a like and give us a subscribe as well, because the guys do kind of like that sort of stuff. And if you want to drop some messages in, feel free. Let's take out some of these tortoises. Yep, that's you down. I've got a feeling they're going to be like, what is that? It's kind of like one of those Anduin lizards. Yep, I'm dropping you. More reptilian lizards. I don't want to kill everything because this is just going to turn into like a monster hunter kind of thing, isn't it? Running through the weeds here, the bulrushes. I've got to take him out because they are quite nasty, those. I'm literally just going like a machine gun. I'm not going to mess about using tactics. I'm just going to just drop them as soon as I see them. Oh, we've got some warriors here. At least I don't need to keep killing those things. I've taken that deed and completed it. Let's plodge across the marshy parts of... How? Where'd you come from? Alright, so they're supposed to be around here to collect relics of the Dunlendings. Okay, I have no clue where... Oh. This is quite boggy and marshy, isn't it? Oh, there's the swans again. I love those swans. I think they're amazing. Let's see, where... Okay, so it looks like it's going to be in this encampment again, and this encampment is torturous. To be in. Oh. Ah, he's chucking things at me. Go on, that's it. Drop him. Yay! 100 XP for that. That's not doing too bad. Right, let's take the ghosty out. A dishonored dead person. Oh, one shot. That was a good one. That was a good one. Any more? Yeah, the one that's hiding, obviously. Is any more hiding? Oh, we've got a ruffian. A ruffian. A scoundrel. Take it. Ah! Ruffian's got them. Okay. Is that... Did he drop one? No, it must be just the ruffians then. So let's... Dead person. No, ghosty, can't see him, so let's lock onto him. Take him out. I like to be able to shoot. Yeah, thank you. Oh, there we go. Oh, the ghosties might have him as well. Nice. Right, there's one round here. There he is. He hasn't quite seen me yet because he's facing the wrong direction. So let's... Can I get 3 shots in the back? Yes. Oh, he's quite tough. Not that tough. I can see one just there. Ah, he saw me. He saw me too. Damn. Not very good at the sneaky. Oh, 4. That's good. Go on, drop one. Drop one. 5. Great. Let's get out of here. Let's just crush through this fence. There we go. Back into the marshes. So I hope you find that little bit of information, Obviously, there's pages and pages, and there's like, you know, reams of information about those particular areas. I hope you find it interesting that there is a lot more world out there in Middle Earth to learn about and to read about and to discover for yourselves than you first anticipated. I'm zigzagging my way through enemies here. But if you do get a chance, go and follow that link and pick yourself up a copy of the high definition map and make good use of it. Use it for as a reference tool if you want to start a journal or something like that. If you want to start a Lord of the Rings online diary or some of that kind of thing, or even start even fan fiction writing, then feel free, go ahead. We love starting movements and things like that. It's what we enjoy doing. It's what we like reading about. And if you want to leave us some comments, then leave us some comments. Tell us what you think. If there's any other stories you want to see us doing, or you want to see us, any projects you want us to see us try at doing, then let us know, and we will do our best. That's going to be all for today, guys. Sorry to cut it short. I have been streaming for nearly 3 hours now, so I'm going to do a little bit more next week. If you want to tune in, I usually do a Monday or a Tuesday. I will let you know which one it is. It'll probably be a Monday. If you want to stick around and you want to see us, we'll be back in a few hours' time. We are going to do some more Dragonlance, and you want to meet some of the guys and you want to hear them. We'll be doing some Dragonlance later on, some Dragonlance roleplay, and you'll be able to actually see the maps and see the dice has been rolled and all that kind of stuff and all the things happening. That'll be taking part later on. That'll be taking part in about 4 hours' time on this Twitch channel. And if you want to get involved, if you want to be part of the community and you want to get involved and you want to get a shout out, or if you want to be part of this or want to take up a project or show us what you can do, then head yourself along to i-gameonline.net, click the link and get yourself signed up and get yourself registered, and you'll stay up to date with all of our latest news and all of our latest information, all of our latest projects and all that kind of stuff. And if you want to get involved, drop me a message and I will see how we can get you involved. Hope you're having a great time, guys. I hope you're having a lovely day and enjoying the summer. We will be back. We'll be back very shortly. And if you want to see me stream some other games, or if you have any ideas or suggestions, or if you need help or assistance with anything, how to get started, how to get going, either in video games or in streaming or in video editing or in programming or in website design and all that kind of stuff, or in 3D model design, let us know and we'll do some workshops together. So until next time, guys, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for dropping by, and I will be chatting with you again very shortly. Till next time.